Today I want to show you just how quick and easy it is to calibrate the EinScan Pro HD 3D scanner. This is the unit, and as you can see, this model has the color pack, the color camera attached to it. We also have here the calibration board and the calibration stand. Before we get started with the actual calibration procedure, let's answer a really simple question. When do I need to calibrate? There are really four cases. First would be when the unit is brand new. Second, after that initial calibration, you'll want to plan to recalibrate the unit every 1 to 2 weeks. Thirdly, if you plan to relocate the unit to maybe a room down the hallway in the same building, or perhaps pack it up for a road trip to do an offsite scan, you'll want to recalibrate the unit once you're set up and ready to go. And then lastly, if you're in the middle of a scan and you find that the unit doesn't seem to be operating quite as normally as you would expect, I find that well over 95% of the time, recalibrating the unit addresses the issue. So with that as the backdrop, let's go ahead and dive into the calibration. When you launch the EinScan software, you see the screen before you. And if you look at that top workflow and go back just one step to calibration, do a left click on that, it will launch the calibration module and put you into a mode where it's ready to start taking measurements from the calibration board. You'll see the tutorial on the left and some specific instructions on the right as you look at the software application. And I position the board according to that. Grab the scanner. We hold it vertically with the crosshairs focused at the center of the board. We press the scan button, and then we just simply raise the scanner vertically slowly. And as you do so, you'll see that the software is giving check marks in each one of those boxes. Then it immediately takes you to the next step, which uses the calibration stand. We position the primary dots on the calibration board as shown, orient the scanner, hit the scan button, and raise slowly while keeping the crosshairs focused on the center. Next step is the same as before, except we rotate it 90 degrees and follow the same procedures. Again, we'll rotate 90 degrees as instructed by the tutorial. Focus the crosshair at the center, hit the scan button, raise it slowly. And one more time. Another 90-degree rotation. Repeat the process. When that is finished, it's going to crunch on those measurements for a short time. And while it's doing that, we can prepare for the next step, which is only going to be presented to you if you've got the color camera attached. The color camera requires a white balance calibration, and it uses the white side of the calibration board. So we can place that in front of us. We're ready for that step. As you can see on the software, we've had a successful calibration. We'll click the next button. And the motion that we use is very similar to the prior step, except we're focusing on the white surface. It's putting down 7 layers of light. We hit the scan button, should say 7 lines of light, and then we raise slowly. This unit has a working distance of 510 millimeters. When it gets to that level, it'll do the calibration, and we have a successful white balance calibration. At this point, the unit is calibrated and you're ready to go. You may be wondering, well, how well is it calibrated? And there's actually a tool in the software to check that. You see it on the screen, it's the accuracy box. We'll do a left click on the accuracy check. Again, it's giving us the tutorial on how to orient the calibration board and the scanner. And it's basically the same as before, except in this case, it's just one step. So we hit the scan button, we raise slowly, and it fills in the boxes as you raise, and that step is done. So it's giving us an answer. It's saying that the deviation is 0.009996 millimeters, essentially 10 microns. The comparison threshold is 50 microns or 0.05 millimeters. So as you can see, we're well below that. We've got a good calibration. We can proceed with confidence, and we're ready to go scan some parts. Thanks so much for your interest. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to get in contact with us. We really appreciate your support and your interest in this product line. It does a fantastic job. Have a great day, everybody.